I'm going to do an exercise for Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg. I call this exercise Charleston Modeling. It's a great way to train yourself to identify the strength in a dealt hand and to pick a category to play. If you're new to the game, look for a link in the video description below for the lesson playlist and for where you can order this book. This book has all the instructions for the game and all the hands. If you're new to Mahjong, or if you already know how to play and just want to build your skills, consider subscribing to my channel. That way you won't miss anything. We're going to roll these dice to determine who is prevailing. I rolled a 6, so that means South is prevailing. These dice will determine which seat we're in. I rolled a 7, that is going to be West. So we're in West seat and South is prevailing. We'll get 13 tiles and then I'll create a Mah Charleston. For this set of tiles, we have a pair of greens, 3 dots, 5 bams including a pair, and 2 cracks. I do notice that we have little numbers 2, 4, 2, 3, 2 in each suit. This pair of green dragons, though, tells me that dragons and bams might be the way to go. Leverage the pairs. Let's hold the 2s. I was thinking maybe we could play little chows. We've got to have tiles to pass though. And since we have a West, we might be able to play Betty, which is a pair hand. Pair hands are on page 17. Betty is number 8. 3 pairs in 1 suit, no terminals. That means 1s and 9s. And then 7 odd honors, which means 1 of each of the winds, 1 of each of the dragons, and any honor paired. And we have a pair right there. We could also maybe play Shamrock, which is another pair hand. Number 4 on the same page. 6 pairs of bams with a pair of green dragons. There's also a jewel hand called Jade. That's dragons with 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Jewel hands are on page 20. We'd have to throw away the 5, so I don't know if I would do a jade hand here. Let's go ahead and pass the 2 dot. Let's see if we can get some more bams and maybe some honors. Well, okay, we got honors. Northwest green. If we get terminals and more honors, I would switch to a hand of honors. 2, 3, 5. Let's give up a bam and hold these honors. One 9 east. We're going to pass bams. This is pretty risky, but we have a good potential here for a hand of honors because of that pass being all wins. Let's risk it. Hands of honors are higher value, worth the risk. 9. We have 3 discards for a hand of honors. If I had to pick a hand, 3 pair of honors, I would probably play trade wins. Hands of honors are on pages 25 and 26. Trade wins is number 70. 4 pungs of winds and dragons with a pair of terminals. We just need to pair up the West and pung and then be left with one of these as our pair. That was kind of a shocker. If you would have done something differently, pull one and what you would have done with these tiles. Let's go on to the next one. For prevailing, we're going to be in seat 1. East. East is prevailing. For our seat, I rolled an 11. Oh, 11. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 11 is west. West is prevailing, and we're in west seat. Sorry about that. You go around the table. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 would be west. So west is prevailing, and we're in west seat. I will get 13 tiles and create a Mah Charleston. For these tiles, we have a pair of Wests. Here are our honors, Winds and Dragons, 4 BAMs, including a pair, 3 dots, and a pair of cracks. The thing I notice here, though, honors and terminals. That's what I would play. I would play a hand of honors. Honors includes 1s and 9s. Winds, Dragons, 1s and 9s. And there are 2 pages of hands that we can play. Let's pass these 3. We got 1. White Dragon. And we have tiles we can pass. We've got all honors and terminals. So let's look at this. We have a pung, singles, pair, pair. We might even be able to play 13 orphans. We'd have to give up 3 tiles though, because you only need 1 pair. It's 1 of each of the Winds and Dragons, 1 of each of the 1s and 9s, and then any tile paired. So we'd have to throw away 3. I think what I'd rather do is keep them all and play Heavenly Twins. Let me just read both of those to you. Angels is number 63. It's also called 13 Orphans in other Asian versions. So for Wright-Patterson, it's called Angels. Number 63, page 25. And then Heavenly Twins is another option. That is going to be on page 26, number 76. 7 pairs of honors, which include terminals, Winds, and Dragons. And you can use Kongs. So I would pass 3 blind, which you can do. So we're not even going to look at them. We're just going to take the pass and pass it along. Keep everything we have and try to pair up. So right now we have 3 pair and a potential for angels. If you would have done something differently, let me know. But I really zeroed in on all these honors and terminals for that particular dealt hand. For the last one, 7 would be prevailing. So 2, 4, 6, 7 is west again. West is prevailing, and we're going to be east. This time we get 14 tiles. For these tiles, we have a pair of reds, Winds with a pair of E's, dots with a pair of 2s, single 9 in BAMs, 2, 4, 6, 8 and cracks. We are in east seat and west is prevailing. I was thinking that maybe we could play big 2, 4, 6, 8. Big 2, 4, 6, 8 is a mixed suit hand, and that can be found on page 23. It's a double limit hand concealed. Number 51. 2, 4, 6, 8 and 2 suits with owner prevailing wind. A pair. We don't need the red, so we would have to discard honors and terminals. And we have no 4, 6, 8 here. So we have 8 tiles towards big 2, 4, 6, 8. If instead we played a hand of honors, we would have 8. Both are double limit hands. So we have to make a choice. Since we would have to pass all honors and terminals, if we go with big 2, 4, 6, 8 right here, we'd have to pass a 9 red north or south, let's say. I think I would rather hold them and give up the simples. Let's pass these and go for honors. There's a 1 and a 9. And we have tiles we can pass safely. There's another terminal. And we have 3 discards. Last pass, 9, 9, 1, 9, red, east, pairs. Heavenly twins is what I would play here again. I would risk passing like numbers, the 2 7s, because we're playing a double limit hand. We didn't get keepers. 3 discards for hand of honors, heavenly twins. Let me know if you would have played big 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's just look at these passes. Let's see here. I don't think we would have picked up a 4 bam, but we were keeping cracks and dots. We would not have gotten any movement forward. We would have had no movement forward if we had played big 2, 4, 6, 8. So I think this was the way to go. Hand of honors. This exercise is really great for any skill level. If you are a beginner, it's a great way to learn the hands. You just get your set out, do Charleston modeling with the book with you, and you try to identify the predominant pattern in your drawn hand and find a category that can best use all the tiles. Through the Charleston, if you're left with 4 discards or less, I would say that you made the right choice. If you're an intermediate or advanced player, you can practice different styles of play, maybe even some new strategies. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Click that little gray bell if you do. That way you'll get notification for when I post new videos, and you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next Charleston modeling for Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg, may all your picks be keepers.